All right, so it's Wednesday, December the 10th. Join me. We're going to roll through today's latest sneaker news updates, which to begin, we got to start with these narwhals because, of course, right after I'm done recording yesterday's episode, Nike finally decided to drop these after everybody was kind of sitting around waiting for these to release. They officially went live right around like 3:30 p.m. Eastern, which, of course, the cook groups, they were on it first, passing around the links, to which shortly afterwards, Narwhal finally posted the link via his Instagram stories, which did reveal actually one of these sneaker scratchers. So you had to scratch the little image to reveal the sizes, which big sizes were pretty much gone, you know, within a matter of seconds. And then I guess the entire drop, like all sizes were cooked, sold out maybe within like less than 2 minutes or something like that. So it wasn't easy. Congrats to everybody that had success on this drop. If you're somebody that missed out and maybe possibly considering hitting that secondary market, maybe buying these from a reseller, my guess would be that like pretty much a lot of the people that hit yesterday, they're probably gonna dump these really quick once the pairs come in, you know, right before Christmas time. So hopefully that means we'll see prices continue to dip. But again, man, salute if you had success on this drop, and let me know what you guys think about the release method. They went ahead and hit us with the sneakers link. Some people are speculating the code, but that's how things turned out to actually be a release method, which not too many people seem to be fond on. But hey, it is what it is. So that's how that drop went down. As far as today's releases, today we saw New Balance drop the Absorb 2000, the new iridescent black color, which I've seen some people refer to New Balance's new premier sneaker of the year, kind of like a improved version over the 9060, which I would have to disagree on that statement just due to the fact that I feel like the 9060, you know, although it's been in circulation for a lot longer than the 2000, is a sneaker that you see all kind of people rocking when compared to something like the 2000, a shoe, which honestly, I've really never seen anybody rocking these in public. From Adidas, we saw them team up for an interesting collaboration with SpongeBob. So not only do you got the Patrick Sauce Superstars, but we also got the literal shoes that SpongeBob be rocking on feet, which I gotta say, for the kids that grew up watching SpongeBob, like, y'all are absolutely fried. Like, what happened to the good old cartoons we used to watch coming up, like Doug, Ren and Stimpy, which, matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie, Ren and Stimpy might be worse, so maybe we're actually a little bit more fried. But as far as this drop, we did see these go live via Adidas, as well as select retailers. And then from Nike, as far as their premier sneakers app release of the day, we finally got the drop for the undefeated Air Max 95, which these did sell out. If you did miss out on the drop though, Nike dropped around 1,500 pairs for today's sneakers app sellout. But if you missed out, right, like I mentioned previously, Undefeated still has sizes of these available, which we're gonna touch on stock numbers for some of tomorrow's releases here shortly, because it looks like things are turning out to be pretty bad if you were looking to get your hands on any of those sneakers dropped. But before we touch on that though, I did want to mention today's deal of the day, which if you guys head over to DSG right now, we got the Air Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts, which we saw drop earlier this year. I would say this is one of the year's kind of more sleeper hits, right? Currently, DSG has these available right now for just under 140 bucks, which does include free shipping. But I do want to warn you as far as sizes, right now I believe they got like sizes 9.5, maybe up until 12. So a decent selection. Prices will be available. You do actually have to add it to cart and select sizes. Yeah, 9 through 12 are available for this price while supplies last. So let's go ahead and jump in here into tomorrow's releases, right? These sneakers numbers may be a little bit shocking for some of you guys, or maybe this is probably what y'all expected. So we got the official promo for the upcoming Converse Shea 1. They're calling these Winter Red. You know, it's a nice little Christmas themed pair. Personally, when you talk about the Shea 1, this is a sneaker which I love. Probably one of my favorite new silhouettes that have dropped this year. I feel like all the colorways have been dope so far, but as far as this pair, just personally speaking, it's a model I love, but I feel like this color was a miss. But then again, it's a Christmas themed shoe, right? So I get it, the red and the green and all that. Now, as far as tomorrow's sneakers drop, these joints are gonna be extremely limited. The numbers coming in right now, which could be subject to change, but from what I'm seeing right now, they got just around 375 pairs loaded up for tomorrow's release, which is absolutely insane. Now, I do want to also mention that these are dropping via Converse and Foot Locker. So if this is one that you were looking to grab for tomorrow, it may be in your best interest to possibly check out Converse or Foot Locker, because tomorrow's sneakers drop is going to be super dumb limited. But That's how that drop's going to be going down. Also, coming up tomorrow, we got the new Nike Gold Dome boots. You guys know the ACG Nike boot joints, which they're going to be releasing these new pony hair theme pairs, which I was rocking with this little kind of like cow print, whatever you want to call it. I thought those would be cool with like a nice pair of little like ash gray sweats. But as far as this drop, man, I ain't gonna lie, I might not even have a chance. I was contemplating on picking up a pair, but now hearing how limited these are, I might not even have a chance, because as far as this release, was loaded up so far just around 500 pairs. The black ones, you may have a little bit of a better chance, as currently we have around 750 pairs of these loaded up for tomorrow. So as far as both of these drops, if you were looking to get your hands on these, bro, like, you may want to consider all of your options, because as far as the sneakers drop, things ain't looking too good. We also can't forget we do have those Jalen Brunson Kobe 6 Pro PEs releasing, but at the time of this recording, the official stock numbers have yet to be posted. So we're gonna get into a story here which caused a lot of controversy. This seems to be one of the biggest stories currently circulating right now in the whole sneaker Twitter space right now. So of course, you guys know Jeff Staple, who designed a legendary Nike SB Dunk, was dropped back in the day, part of the City Pack. It was limited to just around 100 pairs. You guys know these Pigeon joints right here. So yesterday he went viral on the internet as he was seen actually throwing a pair of these, you know, right up here on the traffic light. You see the little clip. This was right in the middle of Soho in NYC. So this is crazy. Of course, everybody was talking about it. This is one of those shoes which I've always referred to people talking about these as grails. For me personally, coming up, like, I really could care less about this shoe. Like, I never cared about these, but always knew that this was one that, like, you know, sneakerheads went crazy for. Apparently, as you see right here, they're talking about valued at over 40,000. I don't know about that, but I guess it's whatever people are willing to pay. It's a mythical type of release, right? So people are going nuts for this so much that somebody actually went ahead and retrieved those very same SBs. And what do you know? Them joints turned out to be fake, which sent everybody, you know, in a frenzy. Like, everybody was calling them out, crashing out. Everybody was mad at the fact that he actually turned out to throw fakes, right? To which you even have big figures here in the sneaker community, such as Matt Welty from Complex, talking about, I think Jeff, he's a good dude, and I've enjoyed talking to him every time, but this whole stunt was stupid. Just call it like it is, which that's like an innocent reply. A lot of people were getting a lot nastier, a lot worse, which they're mad at the fact that these turned out to be fakes, right? Now, Jeff did actually reply to all of the controversy, talking about, I want to ask, does it matter which factory a sneaker came out of, or which distribution center it went through, or is it the story around the shoe that really matters? I would argue with this dude, the one that called him out for being fake, who went on this mission. This shoe is maybe worth more to him than any other pair in his existence now. That's what the culture is really all about. So what do you guys think about that, right? Does it matter if the shoe was real or fake, what factory it came from? Because it seems like everybody's pissed at the fact that these actually turned out to be fake. But for me, I mean, I get it. I feel like the whole thing was literally just a publicity stunt from the start. I think recently he did put out a new product, teaming up with some other brand, some type of new shoe release. But, you know, Jeff, he's a legend for that shoe. But, I mean, what have we seen him really do in the last, like, 20 years, if we're just being real, right? Like, I don't want to sound like a hater or anything like that. But seems like everybody's pissed about this whole matter. Let me know what you guys think about it, man. To me, it's not a big deal. Like, I could even care less when he threw the Pigeon joints up there or whatever. But I guess everybody's pissed about him, you know, dropping fakes. But I feel like it was all just promo. So I'll be curious to know what you guys think. And then before we bounce, we got some official images of a highly anticipated pair of Jordan 4s. One that apparently is supposed to be dropping sometime around All-Star Weekend. Now, we've seen some pairs pop up here and there for this shoe. We've seen some mock-up images, but we do have official images for the upcoming Jordan Retro 4 Lake Show, which it is noteworthy to mention that these are actually GS sizes, but this is the best look yet to confirm what these are actually going to be looking like, which I've already stamped that this year, or coming up next year, this is going to be one of the more sought-after drops. As far as details here on the shoe, you guys do see these got the little speckle on the back. Apparently supposed to be dropping sometime around All-Star Weekend. which it looks like that's going to be a soft launch, and then apparently this shoe will have a wider release coming up from March 7th. So let me know what y'all think about that one as we head out of here. I just wanted to touch on some of the latest updates. People are going nuts over this whole Jeff Staples situation, but comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about it. Drop your feedback on all the topics covered here today. And just by chance, did any of y'all have success on yesterday's Narwhal Nike SB release? So JATV, that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed the update, smash the like button. Of course, I'll be checking in with you guys next time for the latest updates. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out, y'all. Love.